What a blessing, going to school to be a doctor. Let me give you your first lesson. Slow down in your talking. When you tell people their diagnosis, you just fly through, but good job. And some of you think, wow, listening to that and teaching, and very good, Payel. I appreciate that. That was excellent. This year's valedictorian, and I'm so excited to hear from her. Now, we had these speeches given to us, and we got to read them before, but it's never like a live performance. But we are excited about introducing to you the valedictorian. And she has been coming to school, of course, here since K4, and she has earned a grade point average of 4.51. Okay, to me that's impressive. For some of you, okay, that's wonderful. And this year's valedictorian is Miss Halea Allen.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to join Payel in thanking you for attending this graduation ceremony. I hope you have all enjoyed it so far. I know I have. My last chances to make high school memories were lost, so these last few moments together with my graduating class will be cherished greatly. I am very thankful that our administrator, Mr. Trangmar, and Pastor Logan have allowed us to have these last few moments together. I have the high honor of being this year's valedictorian, so I am more grateful that I get to share this moment with all of you tonight. I am sure all of you are realizing in this difficult time how invaluable simple moments are. My class is surely feeling the pain of losing these moments. We will never be able to steal each other's snacks during break again or complain about how we did not talk about anything on that test. We will never be able to ask each other the most frequently asked question in high school: when do we get out of this class? Instead of focusing on losing those memories, I've found that I've received the most comfort in looking forward to the future. For those of you returning to school next year, you have the blessing of returning to normality in your high school career. My advice to you is to communicate. I think back to the countless times that I grumbled about grades instead of talking to my teachers about my problems. Many problems with friends could have been avoided if I had just brought it up. Obstacles that brought me so much heartache could have been avoided by simply talking about the issues that I was facing. Thankfully, I have some great memories to look forward to. The first thing I'm looking forward to is throwing this hat in the air and fixing my hair. There is no doubt in my mind that we will miss this part of our lives. However, we must remember that it cannot replace the joy that we will have once we reach new stages in our lives. If we stay stuck on thinking about what we missed these past couple months, we will be missing out on what lies ahead. Even though we missed out on so much this year, I hope it will not encourage my graduating class and me to slack off. Many people make excuses for their laziness, but I know that we cannot let excuses define us. Helen Keller, who lost her sight and hearing when she was 3 years old, faced much harder trials and lives. They seem like mountains next to our molehills. Despite this, she became one of the most accomplished women in recent history. She gave advice to those facing hardships, which I would like to share with you. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trials and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. I would like to say that these past few months have been a trial. Therefore, we should follow the examples given to us and rise above the circumstances and do as Romans 12:2 tells us, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God." Now that we're done with the sappy part, we can get into the part that everyone loves the most, the very long list of people that had a hand in my education and achievement. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior for giving me the strength and intelligence to reach this point. I would be nothing without him. Secondly, I would like to thank my parents, grandparents, and sister. They may have long ago left me to fend for myself in the world of academia, but they encouraged me and supported me with their love. I could not get to this point without them. I would also like to thank the staff here at Tabernacle. Everyone from the teachers to the accountant to the office secretary has had a hand in my success. I must also thank Greenville Tech for giving me college experience through the early college program. I also send my gratitude to North Greenville for accepting me into their college and giving me a full scholarship. Finally, my thankfulness would not be complete without thanking my friends, especially my boyfriend, Jonathan. Thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of the commencement tonight.